We got a lot of books to get through. Fall is here, you guys. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Gianna Lian, and today I'm here with my fall TBR. It is fall, you guys. I'm not happy about it. I personally love summer. I would need it back. It just flew by way too fast, but since it is fall, I have this humongous stack of books that I hopefully, probably maybe, most likely not, gonna get through. We can hope, right? We can always hope. So I have a stack of books that I already own that I want to read in fall, and then I also have a few books that I want to pick up in fall. I don't really know. We're just gonna have to see how the season goes, but that's what today's video is. But before we get into this video, please make sure you guys like this video right now. Give it a big thumbs up. It helps the channel out so much, and I'd appreciate it with my whole heart. Let's try to get this to 200 likes. I'm just gonna stop talking so I can show you these books. But I think I'm gonna start with the books that I hope to buy because I'm most excited about those ones. So the first one that I hope to pick up, and I've been having my eye on this for so long, you guys have no idea, but it's Confessions on the 745 by Lisa Unger. And oh my gosh, I've heard so many good things about this. It just made me want to read it so much more. But this one says that it's explained as a riveting thriller about a chance encounter that unravels a stunning web of lies. And the genres: mystery, thriller, suspense, adult, crime, psychological thriller, just literally the whole mile. I absolutely love that. It was just giving all those like spooky-ish vibes. I'm pretty sure that the layout of the book is something I'm not really used to reading or I've never really read before, so that also made me want to read it. Plus I've just had my eye on it and I've been waiting to read it for fall. That's the first one that I want to pick up. Next is Pretty Dead Girls by Monica Murphy. I have not read a book by Monica Murphy yet. I really want to, and this one seems so cool, especially the cover. That's what drew me in to read the synopsis about this book. This one does deal with like small town. It's based in like a seaside small town, and it kind of revolves around this huge tragedy that happens, it seems like. I was also really excited about this because it is young adult, and so I feel like it could be really fast paced and more of an easier read, which is something I love for spooky season. It seems like we have like lots of toxic friendships, girl drama, popular girls, all that stuff that I absolutely love, so this one was definitely also a must. Then we have a book that is very anticipated for me. We have Credence by Penelope Douglas. I know, you guys, I know some people say that this book is the worst, some people say that it effed them up, some people say that it's literally the most mind-boggling book and now they're staring at a wall for hours, and I don't know. I've been wanting to read it for a while. It is available on Kindle Unlimited, so I could pick it up there if I didn't want to buy the physical copy, but I just want to know what everyone's going on about for this book. I've tried to read the synopsis a few times for this and I still can't wrap my head around it. I feel like I should just read it, go into it blind, not understand a single thing before going into it, and just see where it takes me, because I need to know. And I'm pretty sure I did say this a few months back about this book, but I still haven't read it. So fall seems like the perfect time to try to pick this up, see what the hype is about, see what all the negative comments are about, and just go into it, because I love Penelope Douglas. Her Devil's Night series is literally perfection, so hopefully she can stay on my good side and I can love another book by her. Next we have The Nanny by Lana Ferguson, and oh my gosh, you guys, every single time I go to my bookstore I want to buy this, but it's not there. Hopefully when I do some fall book shopping, coming soon, I can pick this book up because it has been on my to read for so long. The plot just seems so intriguing. We have like a single dad romance going on, but also a whole plot of our main character revamping her OnlyFans account. I'm sorry, I've never read a book that included that, and I'm so curious. I'm so intrigued. I want to read it right now. So even though it's not so much fall themed, I just really want to read it, so I put it on this fall TBR to give myself an excuse to read it, to be honest. But yeah, this one just seems so crazy. Hopefully it's steamy, hopefully it's drama packed, hopefully it gives me all the feelings that I'm hoping to get from it, like from the synopsis and everything. I just want to go into it, love every second of it, 5-star maybe, we'll see. Next we have The Predator by an author's name I cannot pronounce. I'm not even gonna try. I don't know. This has also been on my TBR for a while. It is available on Kindle Unlimited. I'm pretty sure I almost started reading it, but then I chose a different book instead. But this one seems kind of crazy. Jessie. I don't know too much about it. I kind of want to go into it blind, but look at the cover for a second. That's already intriguing enough. Plus, my best friend Lily actually really liked this one, I'm pretty sure. I think it was the second one she didn't like as much, but she really liked one of them, and I'm pretty sure it was the first one. She couldn't stop talking about it for a while, and that kind of made me want to read it a little bit more, and I wanted to save it for fall. It is a pretty known series, and it does have a pretty good rating on Goodreads, so that's always an advantage because I base a lot of my books on the Goodreads ratings. I don't know why. I should just go into books sometimes with the benefit of the doubt, but that rating definitely helps me when I pick up books or when I don't, so let's hope that it's good and I could possibly continue the series after the fact. Then we have The Obsession by Jessie Sutanto. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that wrong, guys. I'm sorry. This one seemed really interesting. I've seen a few other booktubers read this. They have kind of mixed opinions on it. It's kind of more of an average book to them from what I've watched, but this one just spiked my interest because it deals with kind of like a stalker romance. It's like an obsession, but we also have like some murder going on because it is described as a classic sort of love story, except somebody might wind up dead. If that doesn't sound interesting enough, then what is? Please tell me. So that one was a must as well. Can't wait to read that one, hopefully if I pick it up. Then we have a newer release that is coming out soon. It's called Live Your Best Life by Jessie Weaver. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that right. But this has been on my watch list for so long. I've been waiting for this to release ever since the first announcement that this book was coming out, and it just seems so interesting to me, especially because it's like murder mystery, but it's young adult, and it also deals with social media and like Instagram and stuff like that. It just seems so up my alley and something I would really enjoy. Super fast paced, just like a good mystery thriller, you know? That one was a must. The cover is absolutely gorgeous. Hopefully I do like this author's writing too, because I've never heard of this author, or more so this book. So I'm excited to kind of jump out of my comfort zone and kind of go for a book that's not really talked about and an author that's not really talked about, and hopefully I could enjoy it if I do pick it up. Then we have Letting Anna Go by Anonymous, and this author, I read their book called Go Ask Alice. It was this super short book, but it was so amazing. I'm pretty sure I almost rated that a 5 stars because of how much I absolutely loved it, and it's kind of like a mini series of a bunch of these books that kind of are similar to that one, but this one is very similar to Go Ask Alice, where it's a diary of a little girl. It has dates and basically diary entries. That's what the whole book is, showing this little girl's life. So all of them are kind of related, and actually some of the characters in this mini part series show up in other books, which is kind of cool. It's like interconnected. So I wanted to pick up this one. I obviously have all of them on my want to read, but this one specifically, if I had to choose, I would want to pick up this one. I loved the last one, so I wanted to kind of get another taste of another one of these books because of how much I enjoyed it. And honestly, they're so short, very gripping, that you just want to read them all, to be honest. And the last one that I really want to pick up before the end of fall to read, it's called Crank by Ellen Hopkins. This author was recommended to me from Goodreads when I was trying to find other books similar to Go Ask Alice. This one came up, and Ellen Hopkins has a lot of books that I really want to pick up in the sometime future, but this one specifically caught my eye because crank is another word for cocaine, and it's basically the story of a mother dealing with her daughter because she's addicted to cocaine, and when she's intoxicated, her daughter has like an alter ego that comes out called the Monster, and her watching her daughter battle with this addiction and stuff, and it's actually a series. This one's already long enough. I'm pretty sure it's like 600 pages, but the synopsis seems so intriguing, and it also deals with like addiction and stuff like that, which I'm interested in lately. I have no idea. I just love reading about stuff like that. It also has a really good Goodreads rating. It's like 4.15 or something like that. Like, that is really good. But moving on to our big humongous stack that we have. These are basically all the books that I bought throughout the year after fall. So I bought them after fall season, and I wanted to save them for this fall. So I've had these for so long, but now I can finally read them. The first one I got thrifting. This is Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. This one caught my interest right when I saw it at the thrift store. I had no idea this book was even known or talked about by anyone else before I bought it, but just the synopsis alone kind of intrigued me. It's basically about a mother, and her daughter goes missing at a very young age, and she's doing everything she can to basically try to figure out where her daughter has gone. Did she pass away? Is she still out there somewhere? After time of just kind of accepting that her daughter is gone, she meets this guy, and this guy's daughter looks identical to her missing daughter. So that's just kind of where the story begins and kind of the whole plot. I didn't really read into or grasp anything else from the synopsis because I want to go into it blind, because I feel like that's just this type of book. But I've heard so many good things, and honestly, it's becoming more known this season at least. I'm happy I already have it, and this will definitely be higher on my priority for fall. Then we have The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I gave Riley Sager a chance for Survive the Night, and it was a very mid book, but honestly, I really enjoyed his writing style. I really just enjoyed how he puts together his books. It's just so twisty and so intelligent. I don't know. I just really enjoyed that perspective. I think it was just the plot that I wasn't really a fan of, but this one seems more intriguing. If you guys don't know this book, it's very popular. It blew up. It basically says that Casey Fletcher, a recently widowed actress, is trying to escape a streak of bad press. She's retreated to the peace and quiet of her family's lake house in Vermont. She's armed with a pair of binoculars and several bottles of bourbon. She passes the time watching Tom and Catherine Royce, the glamorous couple living in the house across the lake. They seem like they have this perfect marriage. There's no flaws in it at all. But then obviously some things go down. Cassie thinks that this girl's in trouble and she's trying to help her, and it's like this whole thing. So I'm excited to go into this, give Riley Sager another chance if I do end up getting to it. Plus, with all the hype I've heard, I just want to know if I'm gonna love this as much as everyone else. Then we have Bad Reputation by Krista and Becca Ritchie. Again, not so much a fall themed book or mystery thriller, but I don't know. It just seemed fitting to put this on my TBR. I have no idea why. Plus, it's Krista and Becca Ritchie. I just need to continue reading their books. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. This one kind of combines everything, to be honest. It says, everyone knows the Hill, mega rich and salaciously famous. No one knows shy, quiet Willow more. I'm so excited to get introduced to Willow because other characters from the Addicted and Calloway Sister series are a part of here. So any book that I can live in their universe, I will read. And that's just how it goes. So excited for this one, even though it's humongous. Then we have Bleeding Heartyard by Ellie Griffiths. And this is another one that I put on my TBR probably 1,000 times throughout the months, and I still just haven't read it. But I do want to get to this by fall because this one seems like the ultimate like mystery thriller, because it is based around a high school reunion of a group of people that went to high school together, but now they're grown up and they live their own lives, but something really terrible happened back in high school, and our main character thought that that was behind her now and nothing's gonna come up from it because it was so far in the past, but another person has dropped dead at this reunion and now things are coming back from the past, and it's this big thing. Plus our main character that was a part of this big problem that she covered up, her husband's a cop. So already lots of drama, already lots of suspense. I'm super excited to get into this. I've heard good things about this author specifically, so that just makes me so much more excited to get into it. Then we have One of Us is Next by Karen M. McManus, and this is the second one in the One of Us is Lying series. I've had this on my TBR for so long, you guys. Like I said, for all these ones, it's just one of those ones that I've put off for so long. Plus I don't really remember the first one, so I don't know if I should reread the first one before going into this, but I feel like once I pick it up, my memory will be jogged and I'll kind of have an idea of what's going on. But I feel like it could be really quick, easy, fast-paced read. Plus it's young adult, so it could be a good read for fall. Then I recently picked this up. I want to read Maggie Moves On by Lucy Score. I've been wanting to read a book by Lucy Score for so long, and I couldn't decide what one I wanted to read, but because I just picked this up, it's been on my mind for so long, and I feel like it could be cute for fall. It says, can these opposites turn up the heat without burning down the house? Seems like it's like fixing up houses, which I haven't really read that plot yet, or kind of like that whole scenario, so I'm interested to see if I like it. Plus, look at the cover. I'm sorry, but this is probably one of the cutest covers that I own. It just has to be. So I don't know, I'm super excited for this. Tessa Bailey wrote a quote on it. She says, laughs, expert storytelling, and full body swoons. Yeah. Then I put Too Late by Colleen Hoover on this list. This is her newer release, or it's just like her new cover release. I'm not too sure, but look how cool this is. I love it. But this one seemed really different from Colleen Hoover. It's kind of giving me Verity vibes, like the cover and just kind of the vibe of the book, if that makes sense. It says, a psychological suspense novel of obsession and dangerous love. Yeah. Together, Sloane and Carter must find a way out before it's too late. So I'm super interested in this. I think it does deal with more domestic violence, and ever since I read Behind Closed Doors, I've been trying to look for a book similar to that. Obviously, they probably won't be too similar, but kind of giving the same vibes, and it's Colleen Hoover. So always a delightful read, fast and easy, all those vibes. Then, speaking of B.A. Paris, I have The Dilemma by B.A. Paris. I got this thrifting. I knew nothing about this book, but I know how much I love this author, so I was like, I don't even care. I'm gonna pick it up because I want to read another book by this author. Absolutely love Behind Closed Doors, like I said. This one hopefully will give me those same feelings because I still think about that book every day, you guys. It just blew my mind. But this one seems very different. It says, it's Livia's 40th birthday and her husband Adam is throwing her the party of a lifetime. Everyone she loves will be there except their daughter Marnie, who's studying abroad. And it seems like this daughter is hiding something from her family, but the mother uncovers the secret, and now there's like this whole thing, and apparently the daughter comes back to go to this party but unannounced. So seems like we're gonna have lots of drama. Hopefully it will give me those feelings because I just need a book like Behind Closed Doors. And it says, knowing the truth will destroy her, keeping it secret will destroy him. Suspenseful. Oh my gosh. We have a few books left. A Death at the Party by Amy Stewart. Very mixed opinions I learned from my TBR video because these books now we're getting into the ones that are on my September TBR. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch that video. But this is also my book club pick of the month of September. So make sure you guys check that link to join my book club. But this one seemed interesting. I actually did have a friend that read this and she said that it was pretty slow, but once the party actually started going and the mystery begun, it was really fast paced and she just wanted to know the ending and stuff like that. She also said she didn't guess the ending, so that's always a good sign. But I don't know, it's giving like Malibu Rising vibes almost, and the cover is so cool. I mainly wanted to pick this up because of the cover, even before I read the synopsis. This one is an anticipated read. I am prioritizing this for this month specifically, so stay tuned for my thoughts on this because it seems like it could be hit or miss. Then Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. Also been on my TBR for so long, but it's on my September TBR. Hopefully I do end up getting to it. The title alone blows my mind, and I don't know, I've been wanting to read this for a while. I hope it's fast paced. I haven't really heard anything about this. This came out like last year, I want to say. I picked it up right when it released and I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it. I'm curious to go into it more blind without other people's opinions to kind of form my own, if that makes sense. And lastly, we have The Girls Are Also Nice Here by Lori Elizabeth Flynn. Actually, my best friend Lily read this book. She raves about it all the time. She loved it. She's in her toxic friendship phase, and she's gotten me into a toxic friendship phase. I don't know what's going on, but she recommended this, and then I ended up getting it for my birthday, and I just haven't had the time to read it because every single time I want to start it, I just like put it off for another book. So it's giving those fall vibes, so I feel like I'll be more interested to pick it up now that it's kind of corresponding with the seasons. Like I said, this is toxic friendships. It says best friends never forget, which true statement. I'm excited again to this, especially because Lily loved it so much and I just want to know what I think of the book too, you know? But yeah, those are all the books on my fall TBR, the ones that I already own and the ones that I hope to pick up before fall ends. Obviously, we're on a time crunch, but I'm hoping I can get through a majority of them because I'm excited for every single one of them that I put on here. But I really hope you guys got some book recommendations out of this, some other books to add to your fall TBR. Let me know down below if you guys have read any of the books that I talked about in this video. I would love to know your opinions on the ones I'm hoping to read, or tell me don't read them, tell me you need to read this right now. Give me all your opinions if you've read any of the books that I shared in today's video. And also, while you're at it, don't forget to check the link in my description for my Patreon to join the Patreon family. We have a lot of fun over there and I don't want you guys to miss out on anything. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff you guys know how to do. And with that, I hope you guys are having an amazing, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye! There's so many. Free week. Get your words, Gianna. Come on. I guess I can't do that one. Pretty good reading. It's on my September TBR. No.